about everything that's happening. When we look into our prayer, Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityor Mukshiya Maha Mrtyunjaya. Please liberate us from bondage. The only way to be liberated from bondage, which is something due to ignorance, bondage happens because of ignorance. We need a teacher. And those of you who are watching Kathopanishad, it's so beautiful how the teacher of Nachiketa is Lord Death himself, Lord Yama. In our lives, we have many, many great teachers. There's one which is our spiritual teacher, our guru. And that teacher will lead us out of bondage. And in this path, we also find other wonderful teachers, like our very own parents, our partners, even our children. But today, we're going to talk about Mother Earth as one of the greatest teachers. You know, in Srimad Bhagavatam, how much we worship the earth, there is this Avaduta. There's this Avaduta who's lying in the forest. And he tells us, he says, I have 24 great teachers. And what are his 24 great teachers? How does he reach the state of enlightenment? He has 24 great teachers. And what are they? They're the air. They're the sun. They're the water. They're a python. They're a pigeon. They're a lady with bangles. The simplest things in life, in nature, are the greatest teachers. So today we'll just look at a few teachers. One of the greatest teachers is the sun. Why so? We look at the sun and there's this beautiful Sanskrit Subhashita. And I'll tell you the English translation, but it's something that I always keep to my heart. It says, when the sun rises, the sun is like reddish, you know, this reddish, orangish color. And when the sun sets again, it gets into this reddish, orangish color. And so in the Sanskrit Subhashita, it says, when the sun rises, it becomes red. And when the sun sets, it becomes red. Means it maintains that same color, whether it's rising, whether it's falling. So too, a wise being, whether things are rising or whether things are falling, if they can maintain that same equipoise, then they will be like the Lord Sun. So just by looking at the sun, just by observing the sun, there's so much we can learn. Something else about our Surya Devata or Savita Devi, the sun is impartial. The sun doesn't choose to shine on one particular person or one particular race or one particular place. The sun just shines. And if you happen to go under the sun, then you will feel its heat, you will feel its warmth, you will feel its energy. But if you happen to be away from the sun, then you just won't feel it. So a wise person is like the sun. It's not that they're impartial to some or partial to the others. It's just that they're completely themselves. They're just bright and shining, and whoever comes close to them, they will feel the heat. Another one of our great teachers is the air we breathe. And you know, now we can really, really appreciate Vayu Devata. You see, in our culture, we don't call things like air and fire and sun. We say Surya Devata because we believe there's the presence of God in the sun. We say Vayu Devata because we believe there's the presence of God in the wind, in the air. In the air we breathe, what can we learn from the air? The air serves us all the time, 24/7. But the way that it serves, it's invisible. You almost can't see the air. you almost can't hear it or can't feel it, except when you're in social isolation and you can't breathe so much, or when you have to wear a mask. But it selflessly serves us without saying that it's serving, without saying it serves. And that's why you know who the son of Vayudevta is. Hanuman. What we can learn from the wind, Vayudevta, is to serve without saying, to give without grinning. I gave, I gave, I gave. To share without showing. I mean, if we just see how beautiful the wind behaves, then that's a wonderful teacher, a great teacher. Another one of our great teachers is the ocean. What is so beautiful about the ocean? Have you ever heard of an ocean getting flooded? So many rivers come to it. So many rivers flow into it. But the ocean doesn't get flooded or overwhelmed or anything like that. In fact, if you dive deep down into the ocean, it is so still. So when a wise person takes in so much from all angles and all people and all sides, but yet doesn't get flooded and remains still, then they have learned from the ocean. So when in our culture we celebrate Earth Day, it's very different. It means that we realize that there is God, there is goodness in every single part of nature, and that we actually revere nature as a teacher, and we actually surrender to nature. We pray to the sun, Gayatri Mantra. We pray to the water, Gange Chayamuni Devi. We pray to the wind when we do our pranayama. So our celebration of earth is a celebration of prayer, of worship, of surrender, because there's still many great lessons we have yet to learn from our beautiful mother. So today, when we pray in our Maha Mrtyunjaya Mantra, may we learn, may we be free by surrendering to our teachers, being humble and learning from them the most important lessons that life has to teach us. So I'll go ahead and share this with you. Slowly relax your body. Just relax. Let everything go. Relax your feet, your ankles, legs. Relax your knees, thighs. Relax your hips, your stomach, your chest, your heart center. Relax your lower back, upper back. Relax your shoulders, arms, hands. Relax your neck, your face, your forehead, and the tip of your forehead. Take a deep inhale. Inhale humility, surrender. Exhale pride and taking things for granted. Inhale humility, surrender. And exhale pride and taking things for granted. Inhale humility and surrender. Exhale pride and taking things for granted.